This looks like a job for Superman.
Hey everybody, Rez the Collector here with another action figure review. This review is dedicated to the awesome Trav Nasty, who helped not only myself, but a few other collectors pick up the figure that you see in front of me, and for some of the others, he also picked up the Lex Luthor. Now what we're reviewing today is the 12-inch Mattel movie version of Zod from Superman 2. As you can see, I of course had him in a nice flying pose, and now I have them all off center. So we have the Zod figure from Mattel in their 12-inch series for Superman 2. I apologize, I wanted to show you the packaging, but getting this guy out of packaging was like trying to break into Fort Knox. It was a serious pain in the butt, and I basically destroyed the packaging trying to get him out. So before we take a closer look at the figure himself, I want to go ahead and take a look at some of the extras that came with him. Excuse the jumpiness of this as I change the angle of the camera. As you can see, he does come with a stand. It's just a basic black stand, and it does have a grabber here at the top. Now, it's not like big enough to go around his waist, and while it does stretch and open up a little bit, I'm afraid it would break if I tried doing that. So what I've been doing with him is kind of putting it at his side and kind of locking his arm in it to kind of help him stay straight. And I know we're just kind of looking at his crotch here, and I apologize for that. But I just want to get a good look at the stand. It is extendable, so it does come all the way out to here, and then it can go all the way back in. But I want to keep it at a good height so that I can basically brace him and have him standing. So I apologize as we continue to look at his crotch. He also came with this sliding out drawer in his packaging that looks like a bookcase. And of course this opens up to show the rest of his accessories. Now he came with two other sets of hands. When he comes with the two fists on. I did switch out one of the fists for one of the other hands. And he also comes with two guns. He comes with the sawed-off shotgun. You guys remember the scene where he, Ursa, and Nan run into the two cops in Texas. I believe it's Texas. And he uses his heat vision to light up the sawed-off shotgun, and that's what we have here. And then we have an M16, and I believe that there's a deleted scene. It's either a deleted scene or it's in the Richard Donner cut. And I don't really remember. It's been a while actually since I've seen the Donner cut. I have it, of course. I have everything on Blu-ray, but it's been a while. And one of the things that comes with it is an M16. And I think in this scene that he actually shoots the M16. The only thing I have a problem with is both this and the shotgun is they are not quite to scale with this size of a figure. For anybody that's ever seen an M16, I mean, yeah, look at the his finger wouldn't even fit in that finger hole. So they're not exactly to scale to what it should be for this size of a figure. This is almost basically in 6-inch scale. Let me just grab a 6-inch figure just to see how it would look with a 6-inch figure. Yeah, that's a little more to scale with the 6-inch, because you have M16 there and there. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So this is more also actually in the 6-inch scale than it is in the 12-inch scale. So I mean that's a little odd, but I mean it's still cool that he comes with these, because I can always use them for ACBA projects for other things. And I definitely like the heat visioned sawed-off shotgun. That's very cool, because definitely it is in the movie. But again, it's really not into scale with him. But it's cool to have. It's cool that it came with, and I really like the little container it came with. You know, this little fake bookcase. Yeah, because again, for a sawed-off shotgun, that's not in scale with him. Just to take a look at the sawed-off shotgun. Yeah, I mean, look how tiny that is compared to him. I mean, yeah. I mean, very cool accessory. Very cool accessory. Love that the red hot look from the movie, but definitely not in scale with Zod here. So let's go ahead and get a good look at him. I guess let's start with his head, as we do have that right here in frame. Very nice head sculpt. It definitely looks like Terrence Stamp. Mine, the head on him is a little loose. He's got a bit of wobbly head syndrome, but that's perfectly okay. The amazing deal that was gotten on these, just to tell you the crazy deal that Travis found on these, Trav Nasty. He found them at some store called Ollie's. I believe it's an East Coast store. I'm in the Midwest, so I had never heard of it. But he found these for $14.99. And that's just crazy. I mean, you look on eBay, and I think the cheapest one I saw on eBay was like $50, and that was like a bid, put a bid on it. So that was just crazy. And Travis was really cool, really nice enough. He went and he picked these up. He got Zod for me. He got it for Stu Murray 47. I believe he got him for Leo as well, Devil's Toys UK 2. And I believe they also got the Lex Luthors. I thought about getting the Lex Luthor because of the price, but I'm not a really big Luthor fan. I mean, I've got a few Luthor figures, but not many. Really, what I would have wanted the figure for, and it's weird to just want it for this reason, is Luthor, one of his accessories was the Kryptonite necklace from the first Superman movie. And my Hot Toy Christopher Reeve, there were two versions of the Hot Toy Christopher Reeve that came out. One was the exclusive edition that came with that necklace, and one was the one without it. And unfortunately, I got the one without it. I mean, I love that. That was my first big purchase for my Superman collection, and I loved that figure. But mine didn't come with that. So the only reason I actually considered buying the Luthor was because he came with that necklace, and I could have paired it with the Hot Toy. But I honestly, I didn't really want him. I mean, Luthor's cool and all, and had it been like another version, but this was like 70s Luthor with the leisure suit and the curly hair and all that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Gene Hackman. He was a huge star. He is, well, I don't think he's acting anymore, I think he retired. But I mean, he was a huge star, he's an awesome actor, amazing, and he did Luthor really well. But yeah, I really just wasn't interested in having the figure other than that necklace. And maybe I'll be able to find one cheap on eBay for a couple of bucks at some point and get it. But yeah, I wasn't interested in it. And really, I don't have the room. I barely have room for him. I've had to move some stuff around to get old Zod in the cabinet. I've got him actually between the Christopher Reeve Hot Toy and the Henry Cavill Hot Toy, and that does look really, really cool together. I'll actually show you guys that at the end of this video when I get him put back in the case. So let's go ahead and just get that closer look I was promising. His head is kind of egg-shaped, but I think Terrence Stamp's head is kind of egg-shaped. And I actually had to go and look at some stills of the movie, because for as many times as I've seen Superman 2, and I've seen it many, many, many times, I am old. And I've seen, Superman, of course, I'm a Superman collector, I'm a Superman guy. I've seen Superman 2 many, many times. So not only the original version, but the Donner version as well. And I actually had to go back and look because of this, like, red maroon leather that's on him. And it is in the movie. I just think that most of the time I saw it was on, TV or VHS, and I am a kid from the, I was born in the 70s, so I'm an 80s kid basically. That's what my first recollections are. And we did not have high definition in the 80s, so most of my viewings of this is as a child, so it was seen through a child's eyes, and it was seen on TVs that, one, may not have had color, because my grandma's house, her TV didn't, for the longest time, she had a TV with no color. It was not a color TV. She actually had one of those TVs. It was the double TV combo, where she had one of those giant old Zenith ones that was actually, a TV set into like a piece of, wood furniture, and this was actually like a piece of furniture in the house. It wasn't just a TV like we have today. We just have our flat black screens, and that's all great and all. But the old TVs, they were. Sorry, I'm kind of getting off on a tangent here, but they were part of, the furniture of the household. And she was one of those that had the little TV on top of the big TV, and we had to use pliers to change the channels. One of those things that you actually hear comedians talk about, but that was my life. That's what we had to do. So anyway, getting off of my tangent, sorry about that. I actually had to go and look at stills of the movie to be able to see that, yes, he does. These leather portions are movie accurate. They're not as red in the stills that I looked at, but it is definitely, you can see a couple different pictures where the light hits them just right, and they are definitely a reddish color. And it kind of threw me. Even before Travis sent this to me, I looked and I was like, is that really movie accurate? But yes, it is. I actually haven't watched Superman 2 or the Donner version since I've gotten the Blu-ray. I got the Blu-ray set, and it wasn't last year, it was the year before. I got the Blu-ray set for Christmas from my sister-in-law. And I haven't sat down and watched them all on Blu-ray. So, yeah, maybe now watching Blu-ray with my high-def television, I'd be able to see it clearly. But, yeah, I really didn't realize that was movie accurate until I looked it up. So, long-winded thing just to get to that. Sorry, guys. But it is movie accurate. It is very, very cool. I did accidentally scratch mine when I was trying to get out of the package. You can barely see it right there. You can see it. Barely scratched him when I was trying to get out because, Jesus, just getting the part that he was in out of the box was a pain. And then all the plastic wraps they had on him. I mean, seriously, it was like trying to... I don't know how to describe it. It was like Houdini trying to get out of chains. It was crazy. So I accidentally scratched him. What are you going to do? But it is, of course, clothing. It almost feels like silk. It is all Velcro. You can take this belt off. It is a separate piece. You can completely remove that. He looks weird without it. It looks like he's wearing like a onesie. I'm guessing technically he is kind of wearing a onesie, but it looks like even more so. It almost looks like a hammer time, But you can remove that belt. You can go ahead and unvelcro this, and all that comes off. He's actually got kind of a weird body style. He's got like plates, just to show you guys. It's kind of weird. I've never seen anything kind of like that. He's all naked now. Let me. I want Zod to be naked. You might not care for that. So, all right, we're 13 minutes in, and I've just been kind of blathering on. I apologize, guys. In my head, as you can see, the head on mine, he just kind of tilts over and gets that inquisitive look to him because it is a little bit loose. But again, that doesn't matter. I can always, the way his head is, I can always put something in there to kind of shore it up. But as for articulation, because it does, of course, have a ball-jointed head, up, down, left, right, wherever you want to go ahead and put that. Very articulated in the arms. Great articulation there. Of course, ball-jointed arms there. We've got wrist rotation. Of course, as you can see, those hands can be switched out. He's got an ab crunch and some rotation there. You can feel those, when you do that, you can feel those plates shifting in his back. He, of course, has legs up and down. He's got knee. He's got feet. And these boots are amazing as well. So sorry, guys. I kind of went through that quickly because I realized I'd been kind of blathering on for 14 minutes and 15 seconds now without really telling you much about the figure. So, I mean, I really like the face sculpt. It's as close as Mattel is going to get to Terrence Stamp, but it does look really, really nice. The paint on it is amazing. I guess my only complaints about the figure would be the looseness of the head, but again, that can be fixed really easily. And I think the red on it should have been a little more muted like it is in the movies, because in the movies it almost looks black. There's only really you have to really see how the light hits it in some of the stills I was looking at to really even know that it's really red. And I just blame it on my vision, but that's one good thing I can say about myself is I have amazing color vision. So yeah, I mean, oh! Well, it wouldn't be one of my reviews if figure didn't take a header. And what's funny is the way he landed, now his head, he looks inquisitive about it, like, why? What just happened? I don't understand what just went on. Bring me the son of Jor-El. Alright, let's just lean you there, old Zod, old buddy. So there you go. A lot of different ways you can have this guy in your collection. Different poses, as you can saw at the start of the video. I had him balanced on the stand, so he was flying, which was very cool. I think it would have been very cool had they given us all three of the Kryptonians. If they had given us Zod, Ursa, and Nan, that would have been very cool to have all three of them. But in this set, they gave us Superman, they gave us Luthor, and they gave us Zod. And out of this, the only one I, of course, would want other than him is Superman. But I already have a 12-inch Superman. I have the Hot Toy Christopher Reeve, like I've already stated. And the Mattel, well, a nice figure and all, doesn't come close to the Hot Toy. So if I'm going to have him paired up with a Superman figure, it's going to be the Hot Toy Christopher Reeve. But again, I'm coming to the end of this video. I'm going to go ahead and cut it out, and I'm going to show you how he looks inside the case. Again, this is Rez the Collector. Thanks again to Travis from myself, and I'm sure the other reviewers, when they do their reviews, are going to throw thanks out as well. But really, really appreciate you going above and beyond for Team Superman there, buddy. For anybody who's not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. Rate and comment. I always do like to hear from everybody, and I try to respond to everybody. I really do. Life is hectic though, and I don't always get to it, so if I don't get to it, I'm so sorry. It's not that I don't want to, and I have read it. I read every single comment that's placed on my videos, and they're all appreciated. So thanks very much, guys. We're going to cut away and take a look at him in the case, and that'll be the end of this one. So thank you very much. Alright guys, here's that final shot as promised. Had a bit of a trouble getting him to stand, so I did have to put the ring around his neck to hold him up. But I chose the hands behind the back pose for a couple of reasons. One, it gives him that contemplative look that he had in the movies, and also with Reeve and Cavill side by side, and their arms outstretched behind him, it looks like they are hauling him off to justice. And I really like that image. So there you go, guys. That is the end of this review. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, and have a nice night.